Good Monday morning, everyone. We're starting a new week. It's the last Monday of the month, and we're here to do the 3-card weekly reading. We'll do 3 cards for the collective and then individual cards for those who request to look at the energies of the week ahead. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to see all of you here today. So I have to start out with some big thank yous. Claire C., thank you for being a member, and thank you for the very kind and generous super chat. Yesterday's class was great. Well, thank you, and thank you so much for being there, and thanks for your generosity. Autumn Pond, thank you for being a member, and thank you for the super chat requesting your card. It is so good to see you, and I so appreciate your support. Of course, a special shout out to all the members and to the moderators and to everyone who's here. If you're here for the first time and you want a card, you have to subscribe, and we welcome you. I want to remind you all that this coming Wednesday, like not tomorrow, but the day after, is May 1st, May Day, Beltane, and we're going to meet. We're going to do a gathering. So join me here for some special seasonal magic. The link is already up. All right. Let's get going. Let us get over to Card Cam. Did y'all see this? I love this. This is a tarot pouch. Maria Alves Hernando sells them. Keep calm. I brought my cards. Is that not great? I absolutely love it. So y'all know how I sometimes do. Last night we had a members only live stream, and thanks to all the members who were there. If you are a member and you were not there, definitely check out the replay. It was a good thing, I think. It's worth it. It's worth it. And I chose to use this deck for that live stream because the cards are small, and so I could get a lot of cards in the space for people to see. But you know how I am. If I'm using these cards and they're here from last night and I'm here in the morning, chances that these are going to be the cards I use, very high, extraordinarily high. So here we are using the Smith-Waite Centennial Tarot, the little one that comes in the tin. All right. Let's get shuffled and let's get going. 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. Remembering that Wednesday, of course, being May 1st, that is the cross-quarter day between it's the cross-quarter day between the vernal equinox and the summer solstice. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And it is right across the calendar, 6 months from Halloween. So that's kind of a special day. All right. JD, such a classic deck. One of my personal favorites, so compact. It really is. It's really great. All right. So 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. The 5 of Wands reversed. The Tower reversed. And the Page of Wands. So basically, save the drama for your mama. There's so much here with the 5 of Wands reversed and the Tower reversed. Like this week, we may all be encountering personally or as communities difficult things. And some of those things really are hard. But with the Page of Wands, it's interesting. There is a question about how we handle these things. Like on one hand, we know that there's been demonstrations on university campuses across the nation. And you could see that in these cards, right? Page of Wands being a committed student. And all of this could speak to all of the energies involved in what's going on there. But what does this say for us personally for our week going forward? I think it reminds us to look at things from a child's mind. I think it reminds us to respond to things in a creative way, to respond to things with our passions, but also with communication skill, and more than anything, to not over catastrophize things. And there is something to be said for the idea that we should never over catastrophize things, even when things really are a catastrophe. And that's hard for me. Like, if it's really bad, then it's really bad, right? But our ability to respond is supported when we don't come at things from a place of catastrophe. So this week, we want to look at how we're dealing with upsetting things and really look at learning skills for dealing with things that are upsetting and thinking about how this will help us in our personal lives and collectively how this will help us as a planet. Amy Foreman, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A wonderful collective reading. Well, thank you. All right, let's get on to the individual requests, and thank you all so much for being here. Starting with Jean Mnuchin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The Seven of Cups. So you got a lot on your plate, and we know that. And it could be confusing, and it could be overwhelming. But remember, you have a lot of choice in terms of how you handle things and what you choose. So this week, be aware of what your choices are and trust yourself to make good choices in the face of confusion. Makes you hear, damn, I needed to hear that. Yeah, I did too, for sure. Maria Baresi, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Nine of Cups reversed. Maria, there's some stuff going on here that is not the way you wish it would be. And that's hard. And I think you have to kind of look at, well, how do you process that? How do you process that in your mind and heart? How do you process that in terms of your actions? And how do you go forward to try to make things more closely align with how you want things to be? Because going forward, you will have some option to do that. DH, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. For the week ahead, the Two of Wands. So I really love this. I do. I think for you, DH, what this says, I'm going to be really magical about it. And I'm going to say, this week, really think about your skill to create, your skill to manifest, your skill to, through prayer, through magic, through whatever you work with, to transform yourself and transform the world. I feel like you're very supported this week in that exploration. Febborn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. I love this, the Knight of Cups. This week, pursue the things that you love, pursue self-love, and pursue love. Pursue loving friends, loving family members. Be open to romance. Pursue love in all its forms. J.D. Estrada, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Good morning. Thank you so much for a great Saturday reading. My pleasure. I'm excited as a friend from out of state will be visiting me. Looking forward to some girl time. I had that happen for me last week, and it was freaking awesome. So yeah, I totally get it. All right, here we go. J.D. Estrada. Knight of Swords reversed. So, the friend who's visiting you, or things that you and the friend together may decide to do, There may be some changes having to do with travel issues, delayed flights, or car issues, or traffic, or stupid stuff like that. So be prepared to be flexible this week. Also, be aware of potential missed communication. So check and double check all things, not just having to do with your friend's visit, but all things, to make sure that communication is clear. I know Mercury has station direct, but I feel like your own personal Mercury is going to be hanging out on your shoulder this week, so be extra special careful. Hey, Joyous Ocean, good to see you. Thank you. Love the collective reading. I did too. Febborn, warms my heart. Well, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. You're up next. Just checking in on feedback. JD, I will advise her to take her time, and I'll be checking myself stuff as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, just check and double check. It's all good. And have a good time. We'll look forward to hearing how everything went. All right, Caroline, here we go. A card for you to start the week. Four of Swords. You know what I say when this card comes up on a Monday morning? And I know it's not Monday morning for you. It's like Monday evening for you. I do get that. But like, go back to bed, right? But seriously, this week, rest, recovery, healing, whether that's for yourself or someone else, that's what the energy of this week needs to be. The most important thing is for you to be comfy and cozy. The most important thing is for you to be in a space where you feel like healing is happening. Make that your goal this week. Jean, in English, what does Mercury station direct mean? It means Mercury is no longer retrograde. So Mercury is the fastest planet, and so all planets go into retrograde. And astrologers believe that when a planet is retrograde, that energy affects us. And I do feel it. Like, I would never want to get my hair cut during a Venus retrograde, for example. But the problem is, Mercury is a trickster, and Mercury goes into retrograde thrice a year for 3 weeks each. So 9 weeks out of the year. And during that time, we want to be extra special careful about connections, about communication, about making sure everything is as we think it is. And the funny thing is, we have communication issues all the time. We have tech issues all the time. But when it's Mercury retrograde, we feel like there are more of them. And when they happen, we blame it on Mercury. That's all. Yes, it's over. It's over. And we say there's a shadow period before and after. So, we'll see. We'll see. And Lynn Collin is here. How did I do? Lynn is one of our resident astrologers. How did I do? Explaining, I'm not an astrologer, explaining retrogrades. All right, I'm ready for my notes. Mix you ear. You're up next. Oh, you've got brain fog this morning. I hate that. I hate it when that happens. Although, I will say this. Oh, Lynn, you're right on the money. Thank you. That feels good. That feels really good. I will say this about brain fog from an intuitive perspective. There are times, and I know, like, if you have a job to do that you can't do with brain fog, that's really hard. But there are times when we have brain fog that we can be more intuitive and more creative if we lean into it instead of fighting it. I just have to say that. Topeka, you're here. You're right on time, my friend. You're good. You're good. All right, mix you ear. Here we go. Oh, Caroline McLaughlin, thank you so much. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate it. Okay, mix you ear. Here we go. When I'm shuffling, but not shuffling on camera, can you hear it? I think you probably can. Can you? I don't know. All right. Mix you here. The sun reversed, which is funny because we're talking about fog, and fog blocks out the sun, right? But don't let anything get in the way of your happiness. The thing I want you to think about this week, Michelle, is that your happiness is possible. You are in a world where you can be happy. You are allowed to be happy, and you are allowed to make your happiness a priority. I know that's a shocker. I know, but it's true. You are allowed to make your happiness a priority. This week and always. Topeka and Joyous Ocean. Yes, we can hear you shuffling. Good. Now, sometimes I'm shuffling this way, and I'm betting you cannot hear that. But good. All right. Ben, Libra Does Tarot. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Card for the week for you. Seven of Swords reversed. So I would, of course, much prefer to see this card reversed than upright. But it's an interesting thing. Like, what information does this give us for the week ahead for Ben? And I'm going to say, A, trust yourself. B, trust yourself. That feels really strong. But there's also something here about give ideas a chance. That there might be some ideas that you're going to dismiss out of hand. And maybe give them a chance and roll them around a bit before you decide if you want to dismiss them. Try that. Mix you here. Yeah, I know. Joyous Ocean, sorry I missed yesterday. I was accosted by a bottle of rosé in the park with friends. That's a decent excuse. But you did have your cards with you. Did you read for your friends? That would be fun. In the park with wine. All right. Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Oh, my goodness. Wendy M., thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. And thank you for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate it. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. And Free Shadow, good to see you. Loved the class last night. Thanks for being there. I pulled my cards from a couple of other decks and played. That's what I wanted you to do. So friends, members, if you didn't make it to class last night, definitely watch the replay. It's worth it. It's a good class that you can follow and do exercises with. All right. Oh my gosh, Lynn, Kevin arrives on Friday. Oh my gosh. Okay, Melissa, and you have an endoscopy later this week. All right. Let's see. Okay, Melissa, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Here we go. Four of Pentacles reversed for the week. What do I want to do with that? I feel like what I want to say about this card is sort of an overall comfort of don't worry. There can be a thing with the Four of Pentacles when it's upright where we're just like, oh my gosh, is everything okay? Is this going to be okay? Is that going to be okay? What's this about? What's that about? Oh my gosh. And there can be some of that, right? And when it's reversed, it can say, you don't have to fret. It's okay. All of this will be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Just breathe, relax. All will be well this week and going forward. That's really what I get from this card for you. Hey, Tyrone Tarot, good to see you. Joyous Ocean, I didn't even think of that. I brought them for the live stream. Fair enough. All right. I know which song. So see, this is so great. Melissa says, I've got Bob Marley's song running through my head right now, and we know which song it is, right? It's Three Little Birds. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah, there you are. There we are. Joyous Ocean, there's no reason on my end to think that we're freezing from my end. Everything is A-OK on my end, from what I can see now. All right. Rose, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Great class last night. Sorry I missed it live, but it was such an informative class, even on rewatch. And I would say, as the members-only lives go, this one more than some of the others. Some of the others really are just readings, which can be fun to watch, but not as much fun. This really offers some exercises and some things to think about with the cards. So, yeah, watch it. All right. Rose, here is your card. Okay. Rose, Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to say two things for you from this card for the week ahead, Rose. One is whatever happens this week, just give it over to Spirit and recognize that you have done everything right. You have done everything right. You have nothing to worry about. That's number one. Number two, this card does suggest that things will go overall smoothly this week. So do not fret and just let things unwind. And Audrey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I had Don't Worry, Be Happy in my head. Also a very appropriate song for Melissa's reading. Absolutely. And Diana, I'm doing the class rewatch a bit at a time, but of course I'm a 7, the Chariot and the Tower. I'm Jack's total lack of surprise, Fight Club reference, got it. So, okay, can I take just a quick moment, my friends? We're going to just interrupt our regularly scheduled program for a quick moment of tarot teaching. I want to say something about the Tower. The Tower is a hard card. It is. You know, I don't want to sugarcoat that. But it is also a very necessary card for real spiritual enlightenment. And it can represent freeing ourselves from an imprisonment. So just wanted to give you some other things to add to that Tower, not just to make it more palatable, but to help you understand how I see it might relate to you. All right. Kimmy's Divination Station, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The last several weeks have been the most challenging of my life. I'm so sorry. May I have a card for me and one for Tommy and one for the energy surrounding my family? Sure. Okay. A card for you for the week ahead, the Lovers. There are some things that are not yours to fix. I'm going to say it again. There are some things that are not yours to fix. This week, allow some of that sense of, like, the burden of responsibility. Yes, you have responsibility here, but you feel more responsibility than you have. If you can let some of that lift off your shoulders, you will be more effective doing the things you need to do, and you will feel better. Would you do me a favor, Kimmy? If you have a moment, just reach out to me on social or email or whatever. I want to say some things to you privately, and as much as I love you, once I get into my day, I won't remember. So if you wouldn't mind, just reach out and say hey, and I just love to chat. All right. Okay, now for Tommy, the Seven of Pentacles, he's got work ahead of him, but I think he's getting ready to do it. I think he's getting willing to do it. This is good. This is good. And when we look at the energy surrounding your family, the Ace of Swords reversed, well, herein is the problem. Because not everyone is on the same page and not everyone understands what's going on. And I think there are times when you really feel like you are just pissing in the wind, my friend. Sorry. But seriously, like, it feels like you are not being listened to or not being heard in ways that feel hard for you. And this is the energy of the whole family. And what you need to understand as you understand this is each person involved is handling this the way they know how to. And again, going back to your card, you are not responsible for getting everyone on the same page. You are not responsible for causing everyone to see the same truth. You just got to do you. Would things be better if everyone were on the same page? Of course. Can that happen? No. So there it is. All right. As just a couple of feedbacks regarding the Tower. Diana, the Tower can definitely bring enlightenment, the lightning coming down. Yes, absolutely. Lynn, I love that interpretation of the Tower. And Christina, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. If you look at the Weight Tarot, you can see a crown popping. If you look at the Weight Tower, you can see a crown popping off the tower, which I see as an aha moment, where a sudden insight comes to you. That's a beautiful interpretation. Weight himself said it symbolized the end of an era. And I think that goes along with the aha moment, because when you have that aha moment, you create major changes, which creates a new era in your own life. So yeah, there you go. Absolutely. All right, Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. All right, here we go, Liz. Good. We love this. You deserve this so much. The Nine of Cups. This week, you might just have a good week, just like a good, peaceful, normal week where you can have gratitude for the things around you and just basically be happy. So mote it be. Right. Diana Price, Fat and Happy. You remember that. I call this the Fat and Happy card. So there you go. Right? And Liz is like, hip, hip, hooray. Christine Hallowell, good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for the week ahead for you. Hey, another 9. You get the 9 of Pentacles. This is going to be a good week for you. This could be a good week in terms of money or news about money. A good week in terms of feeling secure in your well-being and in your skills, feeling strong in yourself. So one way or another, this is about security and confidence. So have a good week. Lisa Harmon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lisa, thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. Sorry, I got lost there for a minute. It happens. I read the comments. Diana, I was just thinking the 9 of Pentacles needs a nickname. One of my favorite cards, yeah. I like comfortably alone, but there's a lot of possibilities. All right, Lisa Harmon, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week for you, the Empress. This week, be comfortable in luxury. Be comfortable creating. Be comfortable, be in your garden, bake bread, whatever it is you want to do. Be creative, be luxurious, and nurture yourself and nurture all the good things around you, and know that you are loved and nurtured by those in spirit and by the planet herself. So feel connected to that earth energy and let it nurture you. Christine, oh, wow. Thank you. That made my Monday. Well, good. You too. Have a great week. All right. Tyrone Tarot, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Excuse me. Here we go. The Eight of Pentacles. So this could just be about work, it could be work that you do personally, it could be job work, but there's a sense of work that you are doing that you will do successfully this week. But I think there's also the question of, in your life, what are you working on? And it feels like you'll be moving that forward this week. All right. And Lisa Harmon reminds us to like this video. Please do. Yes. Smile Soul 20. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're up next. And I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Oh, okay. So this is I love it when tarot is just so accurate. Lisa got the Empress. And what does she have to say? I have potato bags, tomatoes, and other vegetables. I'm experimenting with growing corn. You are supported by the universe in doing this. Okay. Scrolling back, looking for Smile Soul 20. Where are you, my friend? Oh, no. Must find you. There you are. There you are. Oh, Diana, you're going to have a community garden. That is fabulous. Okay, Smile Soul 20, here we go. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Five of Wands. Last week, I remember your Friday card. It was like you did a good job keeping your mouth shut and staying out of it. This week's going to be harder. There are going to be some things that are harder to stay out of. So there will be conflict. Be careful about how you handle that. And, 10 points if you don't let yourself get riled up. If you have to communicate within a situation of conflict, do it very, very thoughtfully. And if you can avoid playing in all of this, by all means, avoid. Carol, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. The Eight of Swords. So, Carol, there is something this week that is either causing you some anxiety or some situation where you're not able to do what you want to do. It's not comfortable. You're going to have to sit in the discomfort for a minute and then figure out your strategy. That's what you got to do. You can't think yourself into a loop. This is not easy, and I am so sorry. But if you can just accept and go forward logically, it's going to be okay. Oh my gosh, Eric Arcadian. So good to see you here, my friend. Thank you for being here. Just popping in to say hi. If y'all don't know Eric, you will. He has a great podcast. He has a great channel here. Make sure you follow it. He's going to be doing a bunch of stuff at StaarCon 5. So excited to see you. All right. Diana Price, good to see you. We've been chatting. Thanks for being a member. A card for your week ahead. Judgment reversed. So, Diana, What I'm going to say is it's going to take some time to get everything where you need it to be. And it's going to be stressful. And give yourself grace. Give yourself and give life and the planet a lot of grace this week as you move forward. This is a big energy you're working with. It's important. It's good. But it's going to take some time. And once your move is complete, there is a lot of healing that you're going to need to be doing. So give yourself grace and space this week and going forward. All right, who's next? It's Gemini Sun. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for your week ahead. The Ace of Cups reversed. My friend, there are ways that you are just not feeling the love right now. And so what do you want to do about that? Do you need to have a conversation with someone? Do you need to be more loving towards yourself? Is there someone or something that you need to have boundaries with and say no to? Think about what you are authentically feeling and how you authentically want to react to it. If you give yourself permission to do something about it, you will have a better outcome than if you don't, because if you don't, you're just going to react when you react, and that will not be as good. All right. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Four of Cups reversed. This week, you really need to be making the best of difficult situations, and it's really, really important for you to stay positive. You may not be happy with all of your options, but stay positive. Things will be better than you think, I promise. And Claire, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Really, really appreciate you. Joyous Ocean, you are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. You're up next. Just looking at Diana's feedback. This is definitely a tough week. Packing, moving this weekend, and towing my car behind a U-Haul, which is causing me much more anxiety than it should. No, that's the thing. I would be having, and I've driven a trailer. IT John could tell you some trailer driving stories about me that are funny now, but in the moment were a bit terrifying, but the outcome is good because I handled it. But I understand the anxiety of towing a trailer. It is weird. It feels weird. I understand. So no shade on the anxiety. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize feeling anxious about towing a freaking trailer if it's not something you do every day. Just saying. All right. Joyous Ocean, here we go. Well, actually, no, here we don't go. I'm shuffling. We will go in a moment, though, really. Diana, I lived in Mexico 6 months as a disabled woman, but I'm afraid of towing a car. Really? Yeah, no, I get it. I would be too. Oh, and Ben, got it. Glad it's reversed rather than upright. Very on point as I'm mulling over a few things. Got it. Is one of the things you're mulling over sending me a headshot and bio for StaarCon? Could that be something you're mulling over? Just saying. Anyway. Joyous Ocean, here we go. Justice. You may have some official stuff you have to do, dealing with, I don't know if it's attorneys or organizations or contracts or that kind of thing. There could be some official things this week. It's also important, and you're a Bikram teacher, so I totally get that you understand balance. Like, one of my favorite things about the Bikram series is the standing series, where you've got the head to knee, you've got the balancing stick, you've got the standing bow pulling, all about balance and strength in that way. What you are trying to do to create in your life, Dion, is balance and strength. And you are doing it, and you need to know you are doing it, and you will take strides toward that this week. All right, now for Jada. Jada, Six of Wands. This is such a good card. This is a card of victory. Now, if you happen to be athletic or competitive in some way, this card suggests you have a winning strategy or will be winning. But one way or the other, my friend, you are winning, and that's what you need to know. This week, be very proud of yourself and very happy with the fact that you are doing the hard thing and you are doing it well. Hey, Julia Bonesteel, haven't seen you in so long. Thanks for being here. Joyous Ocean, you're so funny. You go. Yeah, I'm going. Nalini Kalu, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Oh my, I love this. 10 of Pentacles. This week, know that your ancestors are with you. This week, you may have some not only ideas, but solid motion toward your next chapter, what you're going to do next, where you're going to live, what you're going to do. Things are starting to come together for you, whether you know it or not, and your ancestors are helping. Martha E. Vink, my good friend, I hope you're doing really well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Not able to watch now, that's okay, but we miss you. Here's your card. Okay. Hey, Linda Perry, thanks for subscribing. Glad you're here. Yes, I will absolutely get to you. Martha Vink. I shuffled, but you got this too. So Martha, this week, you may really feel your dad's presence around you. That's number one. You may come up with some plans for retirement, for housing, maybe for you, maybe for your mom, for something. You may come up with some more solid ideas that will feel comforting. So look for things that bring you comfort this week. Joyous Ocean, look at you knowing all the poses. So one of my very good friends is a Bikram yoga studio owner, and I used to travel to her, stay in the studio and do readings out of the studio in Connecticut. And so, yeah, I do. And I'll be super honest. I love the Bikram series. I love the series. I hate the heat. I don't perform well in the heat. I don't have my doctor's support for the heat, so I don't go a lot. But I love the series. I know there are some studios now that are doing it at like 85 degrees rather than 105. And if that opened up near me, I would be so down. So, yeah, there it is. All right, who is next? It is Audrey M. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Two of Pentacles. This week, you're going to be thinking about a lot of practical matters and trying to sort out what you're going to do, what works, what can you afford, how can you make money if that's what you need to do, how can you use your time. So it's really about figuring out how all the practical things are going to balance out for you and what's going to serve you this week. Thinking about it this week to plan for the rest of your life. Or for the next chapter. So planning and figuring things out seems to be the thing for you this week. Joyce Ocean, I love both. I get that. The heat is not easy. Warm works for some better. Yeah, and I'm glad they're doing that now. I know it's against the orthodoxy, but I'm glad they're doing it. Absolutely. All right. 64, Amy Penn. Glad you're here. I'm not sure you're going to be glad you're here when you see the devil. So this week, there may be a lot of work on your plate. There may be a lot you have to get through. You can do it. You can do whatever you need to do. But this week, if you are holding yourself accountable to things that you don't really have to do, don't do it. Don't do it. Let it go. Attach yourself to what is important to attach yourself to, and at least for the week, let go of the rest. Marion Newbury, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. The Eight of Wands. So this week, I see some really nice energy here for you. It may be like really great psychic downloads or really great inspiration coming to you. It may be some opportunity for you to travel. It may be some thoughts about big changes in your life. But one way or the other, this week, like the universal flow and your flow are really nicely aligned. So just let it take you. Sheila Selby, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Queen of Cups. This week, nurture your own heart. What makes you happy? What makes you feel healed? Nurture the people that you love and recognize how important the energy of love is. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Glad you're here. Queen of Swords reversed. Teresa, if someone has proven themselves untrustworthy in the past, remember that. Like, I'm a fan of second chances. I'm even a fan of third chances, but be careful. I feel like this week someone or something is trying to creep in. And maybe it's just in your head and in your thinking, but maybe it's a whole other person that is not bringing you something that is true or honest or right. And so trust yourself and trust what you know to be true about yourself and about others. I mean, always, but especially this week. Michelle F., it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. The Two of Swords. So this is such an interesting card. Aleister Crowley called it the card of peace. Waite readers tend to see it as a card of decision-making, but very specifically, a decision that must be made with the head, not the heart, and not influenced by other people, but only by your own knowledge, information, thoughts, and ideas. The way I'm seeing it for you, Michelle F., is for you to be okay in a moment of not knowing. For you to allow for time to pass. Like if you have to make a decision and you have time, let time pass before you make the decision. Give it time. And trust that when the time comes to make choices, you will be able to make the right choices. Have faith in that. Have faith in yourself. There it is. Hey, Susan, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Milk and Honey, Lisa McCord, Lynn, thanks for joining us. Vicky, I'm happy to see y'all, and I will absolutely get to you. Thanks for being here. All right. Autumn Pond, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. Speaking of the Tower, here it is. So, this week, expect the unexpected. This week, be willing to think outside the box. This week, look for inspiration and do not shy away from difficult things, because the difficult things are the way to the good stuff. Trey Cameron, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. The Two of Wands. This week, think about your future in very real terms. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Know that you have the ability to make whatever those things are, to make them happen. Believe in that ability and start to think about the practical steps. Hey, Cabin Life Creations. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. You're up next. Michelle, thank you. That really resonates with me today. Good, good. Trey, you are quite welcome. All right, Cabin Life Creations. Page of Cups reversed. I'm wondering if there's a situation where you're not experiencing feeling loved or honored or respected or adored the way you want or need to be. And if that is the case, like, what does that mean? Do you have to have a conversation with someone? Do you need to get on a dating app? Do you need to get a cat? I mean, I don't know what it means in terms of what action to take. But I feel like there's a way that you're feeling a disconnect. It could even be spiritual, that you are not feeling your angels, you're not feeling your loved ones in spirit the way you would like to. So think about where that is and what the remedy for it is. All right. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Four of Wands. Ashley, so this is the traditional card for attendance at a wedding or getting engaged or being married or whatever. So I'll just say that. I don't know if that's pertinent in any way right now this week. But it is also the card of creating the space within which you can do your happiest and best creative work, where you can enjoy the people you care about. And that, for sure, I think is something you want to be exploring this week and going forward. Nalini, you are very welcome. Sirius Shakir, good to see you. 64 Amy Penn, yeah, what a card, seriously. Seriously, do you have like something big this week that you know about? Wendy M., good to see you. Thank you for being here. Wendy, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. The Page of Wands reversed. Wasn't this in our collective reading, but upright? Wasn't it though? That's what I thought. So Wendy, I feel like you may be in a place where you're feeling a little overwhelmed with all the things that you've done and all the things that you need to do. And there may need to be some rest to catch up with yourself. You may be experiencing that as feeling like on overload or feeling tired or just feeling a little bit uninspired. It's okay. Give yourself time to rest as much as you can. The inspiration and enthusiasm will come back quite easily. Karen Hendershot, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for your week ahead. The 10 of Pentacles. This card has been stalking us collectively today. And it's a great card. This week, I know there's a lot of family difficulties, right? But this week, I think you're going to receive family blessings. That could be ancestors watching out for you. That could be something that creates some safety and security for you. That could be some healing for you. But one way or the other, this feels like improvement. Milk and Honey Tarot, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're up next. Ashley, I am supposed to go to a wedding in June. All right, well, maybe you'll get your dress this week. Okay, Milk and Honey, excuse me. Milk and Honey Tarot. Wishing me a beautiful week. Thank you, and right back at you. I shuffled, but you also got the Ten of Pentacles. So, this is a very good card for real estate, for family, for money. It may talk about spending time with family. It may talk about a real estate transaction. It may talk about building wealth. It can even talk about creating family, and or ancestors watching over you. So Milk and Honey Tarot, whichever one of those seems to make most sense for you, or all of them, these are the blessings that are yours this week. Christina, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. I shuffled. And once again, man, this card is stalking us. So for you, Christina, I do really get a sense of family, a sense of ancestry. It might be gathering with family members, talking with family members. It might be healing from family trauma. Could be some real estate stuff as well, or some things about your home. Remodeling, redecorating, spring cleaning, something of that nature. But one way or the other, it feels very grounding and secure for this weekend going forward. Wendy, that totally resonates as I'm still living with unpacked boxes from our move and still getting used to the new job. Lots of newness still and just need a nap. I understand. Okay, Baby Cakes, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. King of Pentacles reversed. I think this is still about the job situation. I know you were looking at perhaps taking a temporary job, and this might speak to that. I do think it kind of speaks to the ongoing frustration of the job situation. But I'm going to say this as well, Baby Cakes. This week, make sure you are taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. Make sure you are doing the things you need to do in order to keep your well-being where it needs to be. So pay especially good attention to your own well-being this week. Oh, Christina, Ten of Pentacles, totally. We are laying mulch around the garden beds and weeding. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. There you go. Kathy, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The Chariot. So this week you may be taking a trip or planning a trip, but remember as well that the Chariot talks about your mastery, your ability to choose, your ability to lead, your ability to get it done. And if there's any way that you're questioning that or someone else is questioning that, the universe is coming in and saying, you're able and it will be done your way. Thank you very much. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you, Karen and Kim. Yes, indeed. And Karen, of course, is a member, and we really appreciate that. So Christina, I'm going up for a week of 24/7 call to try to catch as many babies as I can. For those of you who are keeping track here, Christina is an RN, And she is working and going to school to become a nurse midwife. And in order to do that, she has to catch X number of babies. And that's what's going on. So, so how many babies do we see for this week of 24/7 call? Let's see. Christina R. Oh my, this is good. This is good. Lots of babies. I think you're going to do very well this week with your baby count. Not sure how you're going to do as far as sleep, but this is good. And this card also speaks of new opportunities. So there may be new opportunities for other things that you need coming up this week. So good. For Karen, Three of Wands, what a positive card. This week, look toward the future with great hope. Look toward the future. Recognizing that the things that you are doing will create what you're trying to create. Feel the success you have created for yourself already and know that you are creating success for yourself going forward. Oh, Amy, it's an issue with a coworker. I understand. Got it. All right. So now for Kim. The King of Pentacles reversed. This card's starting to stalk us as well. There are some things going on that are not the way you want them to be. And it may not be yours to solve them. It may be somebody else's to solve them. So this week, do your part, but expect someone else to do their part as well. Angelic Michelle, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. There is that Five of Pentacles reversed again. And for you, I'm going to say this week, look for interesting things to happen. Look for new opportunities. It could be opportunities for fun, for friendship, for money. It could be anything. Be open to those opportunities and be willing to look and think outside the box just a little. Ephraim, good to see you. Thanks for being here. The next request I see is from Amy Foreman. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. You and I need to talk about StaarCon, don't we? Here is a card for you. Empress reversed. Very specifically, I wonder if there's something going on with your mom this week. I also feel like this week you're going to need extra special nurturing and extra special care. So don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Take care of the people you need to take care of, but let them take care of you as well. Country Love Homestead, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ace of Wands reversed. You may not be feeling it this week. You may be like very, very mid, very meh this week. And so what do you want to do about that? I think that you need to allow yourself time to rest. You don't have to be enthusiastic every single day. Give yourself time. But what you're looking to do is find your joy. But I think before you can find your joy, you have to find some rest and relaxation. Santiago, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Here is a card for you. Hang on one second. The High Priestess. This week, be at peace with yourself and with all things. Strive for balance. Recognize that you have wisdom, and recognize that sometimes being in silence and just waiting for the right thing to happen can serve you. Angelic Michelle, Teresa, you are very welcome. Jackie Masters, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, Jackie, I think this week there's really going to be a focus on some changes regarding work. And there may be some uncertainty about that. There may be some things about that that you don't love in the interim. But just give it time and let it be what it's going to be. Don't judge it and don't worry about it. Just let it be. Jazzy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, who is next? I believe it is Chrissy McNamee. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here we go. 10 of Cups reversed. I'm sorry to say this, but this week there could be a family issue, or it could be a situation with you unpacking some stuff from the past regarding relationship stuff or family stuff. The key is to see it as it really is, not as see it as it really is, not as how you wish it would be. See what it really is, not how you wish it would be. That is the path to healing. All right. Vaishali, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. King of Swords. This week, be a leader. This week, trust yourself. This week, be aware that you have the knowledge to do what you need to do. Anna Kay, my friend, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card. We'll do you and we'll do your son. Chrissy, you are very welcome. All right. Anna Kay. Jazzy, what we're doing is a card for the week ahead, and I'm happy to do that for you if you like. Okay, Anna Kay, here we are. For you, for the week ahead, the Emperor. The important thing this week is to pay attention to your responsibilities. Do the things that you need to do, and that will lead you forward appropriately. Know that you are the leader and you are the decision maker. Now, for your son. 7 of Cups reversed. You have to get out of your imagination and anxiety in order to figure out what is real and what is correct. You aren't thinking, you're just running in circles in your brain. We all do it. It's normal, but it's not going to help you right now. Kathy, Vaishali, you are very welcome. All right, Joy, good to see you. Who's up next? It's Lynn Collin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. This is hilarious. Lynn, oh Lynn, oh Lynn, he doth arrive on Friday. There is nothing else you're going to be thinking about this week. You're going to be distracted at work. Try to make some freaking money. But he doth arrive on Friday, and here we are. So what does the King of Cups tell us? Be open to love. Be a leader in your own life. But mostly, I think this is where your head is. You know, you're focused on how is this going to go? This does not say how it will go. It just says, well, you're focused on that appropriately. So this is not a bad card for what you're looking at. It's good. It's good. Deepika, it's your turn. Deepika, Page of Cups. This week, speak to yourself and others in a loving way. This week, be open to learning new things about the people that you care about. And this week, be willing to have new conversations with people that might lead to new friendships. TJ and GA, you are up next. Cards for you and your daughter, absolutely. Ah, milk and honey, that makes sense. Thank you. Okay, TJ. Judgment. This week, you're putting closure to something, letting go of something, putting something in the past. That will allow you to move forward. This is big, it's important, and it's healing. For your daughter, Four of Wands. This week, I think you're going to find a lot of support for your friendships, for your community, and for your creativity. I know, Lynn. It's crazy, right? I love it too. I love it too. Lynn says, I love that card for what I'm looking at this week, right? I do too. We'll see how it goes. But, I mean, that's positive, right? All right. And Wendy M., once again, thank you so much for the super sticker. Free Shadow, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. Okay, Nine of Wands. So this week, do focus on healing. This week, try to figure out if you are being attentive, which is good, attentive to your duties, attentive to the people you care about, attentive to your to-do list, or if you're being hypervigilant. If you're being hypervigilant, it's time to look at that because that's a trauma response, for gosh sakes. So look at the areas where that might be happening, where hypervigilance might be happening. That will bring you to some healing. Okay. Okay, who's up next? It's Von Ray. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And you know what's got me freaked out here is I'm not seeing Tyrone Tarot's request. Did I do Tyrone? I see Tyrone saying hi to Audrey, but I don't know if I did Tyrone or not. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do Von Ray, and then I'm going to do Tyrone just in case, because I wouldn't want to miss Tyrone. Just saying. And if I did Tyrone already, then Tyrone gets 2 cards today, and that's just how it is. All right. Von Ray, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Von Ray, the Page of Swords reversed. There are ways that you are really not feeling heard and not feeling seen. And that's upsetting and it's hurtful. It needs to be acknowledged, but there's a part of you that doesn't want to be seen, and that's the problem. You need to want to be seen. That's what you need to work on this week. Truly, truly, truly wanting to be seen, because we want to see you. All right, Tyrone Tarot. Here's your just in case card for the week ahead. Knight of Swords. So, Tyrone, this week, really pay attention to what you're moving toward, what your goals are, and recognize that you have the knowledge and the ability to make whatever happen, happen. Ha, Anna Kay, thank you. As always, I have to make all the decisions. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Scrolling. D9, you are up next. Six of Pentacles. D9, this week, I think that you may be called on to help someone, and that's great. But if you need help, do not be afraid to ask for that as well. There is something here in this card about receiving abundant gifts, but then also sharing. And so some of that may be happening as well this week. So if someone sends you cookies, share them with others. Okay. Julia Bonasteel, so good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The Emperor. This week, I think you are doing things to create some new stability for yourself. I think you're also doing some things that help you build community, and these things are going to feel really good. Linda Perry, welcome. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. Everyone say hi to Linda Perry. She's here for the first time. Linda. Oh, and the first card you get is death. But do not be afraid. What this talks about is embracing change. Change is never easy, but this week you have to work on embracing change. It may be changes that have already happened. It may be changes you're contemplating now. It may be changes that you know are coming. Embrace change. Vicky Shore, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Nine of Cups. You're not the first person to get this today. This is the Fat and Happy card. This week, be in your place of gratitude. This week, expect some things to go well. This week, look at all the things that have you satisfied. We also call this the Wish card, so do not be afraid to say, thank you, universe, for all of this. More, please. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay, Linda Petrie Antonio, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Three of Swords reversed for your week ahead. We're so glad to see this card reversed. It's about your healing. It's about letting go of the things that have hurt you. It suggests that things are getting better, not worse. Susan, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Knight of Cups. This week, be loving in everything you do. Make love be the energy that you are channeling, and pursue love in all of its forms. Oh, makes sense. Julia, I've been traveling a lot, so coming back home and getting grounded makes sense. Hugs to you too. Okay, and just a reminder to all the members, if you go into the community thread and scroll down, you will find a discount code for StaarCon 5 that is the best discount available anywhere. Check it out and use it. It's for a limited time. Oh, Linda, that totally makes sense. Good. And again, welcome. Glad you're here. Okay. Who is up next? So we just did Susan, right? Now we're going to do Lisa McCord, my friend. Thanks for being here. The Sun. I think you're going to have a good week this week. I don't know if you're like on vacation or have something fun planned, but one way or the other, this is about your fun, your time, your happiness, letting the light shine on you. Allow that this weekend going forward. Von Ray. Yeah, I get it. I struggle with how much I want to show myself to others. I feel like if I show too much, then it comes with a lot of questions, suggestions, etc. But I do want to be seen and heard. Well, I can tell you what that means. It means you want to be seen, but you also want to have good boundaries. So when people say stupid stuff to you, you can shut them down politely. All right. Oh, Lisa, you're going to Shenyang tonight and you paid off your car. That makes complete sense. Have a wonderful time. Congratulations. Okay. And next up, Susan has asked for a card for Peggy Lou. Four of Wands reversed. There's a lot of ways that you may be feeling unstable or insecure or unsupported. And that may not be a new thing. It may be something you kind of get used to. figure out what options you have to try to fix that, to try to change that dynamic. D9, you are very welcome. Lisa, you are very welcome. Okay, Sirius Shakir, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I am doing well, thank you. I hope you are too. Here is a card for your week ahead. The Five of Wands reversed, don't get into it, it's not worth it. There's going to be some stuff going on. I don't know if this is work, home, friends, whatever, but it could be gossipy, it could be angry stuff. But whatever it is, stay out of it. If you're pulled into it, do not add angry energy, even if you are feeling angry. Okay. Okay, Gemini Sun requesting for Cassandra and Raquel, who are both members. Absolutely, yes. Cassandra, thank you for being a member. Two of Swords reversed. There's some stuff hanging over your head that is really bugging you. You are going to have to deal with it this week. But once you deal with it, you'll feel better. Serious, Shakir. Oh man, it's got to be work. We'll definitely listen to you. Yeah, please, please. It will make your life so much better if you do. All right, Raquel. And thank you for being a member. 9 of Cups. You know, I know you went through a difficult little spell, but it feels like recently your cards are getting a lot better, and it's nice to see, Raquel. This week, be in gratitude for the things that are good, and be willing to work to manifest more, whatever the more is. Be willing to work to manifest it. Okay. Just scrolling down. Next request I see is Joy. And of course, I just overscrolled. There we go. Okay. Here we go. A card for you for the week ahead, Joy. 7 of Pentacles. Work, 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 work. Whatever the work is, you're working this week. It may not be easy, but keep going. Do what you have to do, and you will be rewarded for it. Stay focused. Jazzy, here's a card for you for the week ahead. The Star. This week, embrace healing. This week, embrace the possibility for your own prosperity, for your own well-being, for your own fulfillment and your own satisfaction, and think about what you have to do to achieve those things. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a moderator as well. Good morning to you, and here is a card for your week ahead. It's Justice. This week, work on finding your balance. Do whatever official things you have to do. If you have to be filling out forms or, that could be job applications, whatever. Take care of those things, and you will move yourself forward. And be fair to yourself. Treat yourself fairly in your own head. Joy, you are very welcome. My friends, from my perspective, I've gotten to everyone. If I accidentally missed you, I'm so sorry. Please reiterate your request. And if you're just getting here, it is last call for readings, y'all. Lumen, there you are. How are you? Good to see you. No, I got you. I got you, Lumen. I got you. I don't know that you want me to be having you, though, with the 3 of Cups reversed. There's something going on here, Lumen, where you may not be feeling supported by your friends, or you may not be having time to spend with people you care about. There is something going on with your social life and your social life energy that you want to fix. Maybe it's time to call a friend. Maybe there's a friend who's not a friend. Maybe you need more alone time. Maybe you need more going out time. I don't know what it is, but this week, pay attention to getting your social energy to where you want it to be. All right. Once again, last call for readings, y'all. Lumen, I'm preparing for an art show. I have no time for anything else. Got it. Well, there it is. And so you may miss some things with friends, but get all your friends to come to the show. Not that that will be social, but you can get their support. So there's that. Makes sense, though. Makes sense, and good luck with the show. All right. Wednesday, we are meeting for a Beltane gathering. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up. It's the first day of May. Join us. We're going to talk about Beltane traditions. I'm not quite sure how we're going to dance the maypole online, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So come join us for that. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you to those who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Thanks to the members and the moderators. Welcome to the new subscribers. Please join us on Wednesday. Please like this video. And in the description, there are links. Join us at StaarCon, get a reading with me, all the good things. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.